Good morning, comic fans. You're with the Comic Push of the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic and gaming store. It is Wednesday, June 28th, the final Wednesday of June. We'll be saying so long to June with this week's comic books, and it's a great goodbye, I'll tell you that, because there's some really, really great comics. Wonderful stuff coming out. So I have some really great variants to show you. But before we dive into comic books, I have something interesting, not comic books to show. You know, the Comics Club sells more than just comic books. We sell games and toys and many other things. And every once in a while, a product comes out that really intrigues the world. And this product has intrigued the world. And this product is Magic the Gathering's Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth. What they've done is they've taken the Lord of the Rings world and they've made it an expansion of Magic the Gathering. And how you doing, Steve Fisher? And they've put a singular card, the One Ring. There's only one of these cards. It's serialized 001. Good morning there. Good to see you, Big O. 001/001. This is a one-of-one item they've inserted in one collector booster pack. The only way to get it is in a collector booster pack. And they inserted this card in one. Already, there has been an offer of $2 million for this card. The Comics Club has sold a few boxes of these. The collector boxes have 12 collector booster packs in it. We're down to one box. And as far as we know at this point, the One Ring has not been found. I've checked it every day, multiple times a day, and so far as we know, the One Ring has not been found. So potentially, I could be holding in my hand a box containing a card worth $2 million at a minimum. At a minimum. So could it be in here? I don't know. These have gone as high as over the last one that sold online sold for almost $500. One sold yesterday for over $500. You can get one here at the Comics Club for just $450 today and today only, because the price might go up tomorrow. I don't know. The price could change. This is my last box at $450. If anybody's interested, you're going to want to come in and get it. So there's that. We did open some packs, and while we didn't, of course, we didn't open up any of these packs. It's a little bit out of my collecting league. However, we did open some packs for fun because we love Lord of the Rings and we love Magic the Gathering, and we did get a couple of the more common versions of the One Ring. So we do have a foil One Ring, and that one is borderless and really beautiful. And interestingly enough, the standard One Ring, which we also got, the standard One Ring, this card goes for more than the foil one, which is interesting. So we have those two at the store today, and as well as a couple other ones, Spiteful Banditry and a Witch King of Angmar. If you're familiar with the story and everything, this is a very major character in the story. In the Lord of the Rings. So anyway, we have a few of those singles. We don't usually carry a lot of single Magic the Gathering cards, but today and this week we have those, and we also have, of course, one box left. I could be holding $2 million in my hand right now. It's so tempting to open it up, my precious. But we'll leave it to one of you guys who are bigger collectors than me to decide whether or not you want to take a gamble. It's not just the One Ring cards. It's also more than that. There's also rings for the elves, dwarves, and men, and there's two levels of those. There's foil versions and there's non-foil versions, and there's only hundreds of each one made. The lowest one I think only has 500. Those are the elvish ones, and those are the foil ones. I think somebody paid already for one of them $13,000. I think that's what was reported. So chances of getting lesser cards were thousands of dollars also. The rarity being there's only hundreds of each one made. So also low chance of getting one, but it's part of the fun. The chase is part of the fun, right? So good luck to you. Anyone out there searching for the One Ring, if you find it, keep it secret, keep it safe. I know what I would do if I got that. I would immediately contact CGC, and I would tell them that I've got the One Ring. I would like to get it graded, and I would like to get in touch with Heritage Auctions, and I would have Heritage Auctions or Christie's or whoever was interested in auctioning off the One Ring of Power. I would have them auction it off for me. And I honestly think that card could potentially go for more than $1 million. A one of one item that has fans not only of the biggest, most popular card game in the world, but also the Lord of the Rings, the number one fantasy game of fantasy story of all time. So there you have it, kids. All right, now we have a big stack of comics here. We've got a whopping 9-inch stack of comics, some really great stuff, some really great variants to show you. But first, the wall book of the week. This book has gotten hot. It's gotten hot just over the last year. And the reason why is because of the characters. This is the first appearance of a certain character. And spiders are everywhere. Spiders in the multiverse, the Spider-Verse multiverse is going crazy. There's spiders everywhere. And there's been a character come out it's Spider-Punk. And this book, his first appearance has hit every hot title list for the past couple of months, and it just keeps going up in price. We do have one here, a 9.8. First appearance of Spider-Punk. That's our wall book of the week, people. That book is a key book that just keeps moving up. Every week, this book moves up in price a little bit more, a little bit more. So if you're interested in it, grab it before it goes up a little bit more. This is also a consignment book. This book does not belong to me. It's one of my customers. I'm selling it for them. So sorry, guys, no discount. However, the owner of this book, and I have set this price at a fair price. So don't worry, you'll be getting a good deal on it. All right, there's our wall book of the week. Now then, what should we dive into? I think we should look at the other stuff, the non-variant stuff, the non-comic book stuff that has come in. Well, it's not non-comic book. It's a different format, right? Because we have the new previews. So if you're into indie comics and you want to know what's coming out for the indie comic books, this is the book, the previews catalog. This will tell you all of the stuff, including toys and games and other stuff that's hitting the stands and fandom over the next couple of months, offered through Diamond Comic Distributors, because this is their catalog. So there you go. The previews catalog is on the stands today, and along with that, we have the Marvel preview book, which tells us all the things coming out from Marvel Comics, and it's a thick one. So I got to tell you, Marvel's planning a ton of stuff. Flip through that book. Come in. You know, when you see the copy here on the stand in the store, you don't have to buy it. Just pick it up and have a look. If you want to buy it and take it home, that's fine. But if you just want to look through it, feel free to look through it and look through this DC Connect. This is all the stuff that's coming out from DC in the next couple of months. So come and check this out. All the catalogs here at the Comic Club. Come in, look them over. Buy one if you need to. Trade paperbacks and graphic novels. Star Wars High Republic, The Blade miniseries has been collected now into trade paperback. And this is Darth Vader, Volume 6. Darth Vader, that's a Return of the Handmaidens. Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, hardcover. This was a fun story. A whole bunch of new, interesting characters came out of that. Also, Dark Crisis Worlds Without a Justice League, hardcover. And Tales from Dark Crisis, hardcover. Like I say, the Dark World, Dark Metal, Dark Crisis, all of that stuff. There's a lot of fun stuff. A lot of great characters came out of that. A lot of evil characters, new villains, which is great. Robin King and the Batman Who Laughs, all that stuff. Those were great. We have some really great variants to show you today. My Little Pony, Bridal Woodstock. This is a 1 in 10 one-shot comic. My Little Pony fans rejoice. You've got Bridal Woodstock there this week. Darkwing Duck continues to go strong. This is a number 6, a 1 in 10. Darkwing Duck, a 1 in 10, number 6, and also a 1 in 10. They did a few different 1 in 10s. I know nothing about this next comic book other than it's called The Schlub. This is an ash can that was sent to us of The Schlub. If you're interested in The Schlub, I think this is a kind of one of those reluctant hero kind of stories, you know, or he didn't really want to be a hero, but the job was thrust on him. I think that's what it's about. Anyway, correct me if I'm wrong. The Schlub. Let me get the ash can. Who knows? The book's not even out yet. Just the ash can. Blue Book number 5, 1 in 10. A lot of Blue Book fans out there. Are the aliens among us already? I think they're already in the government. You've seen the way those politicians behave. They must be aliens. Transformers Fate of Cybertron one shot, 1 in 10. What? There it is. There's Vampirella versus Superpowers number 2, 1 in 10. All these 1 in 10s. Look at these. Look at that. That's Jay Lee. Is that Jay Lee art? Looks like Jay Lee, but is it? Kind of looks like Jay Lee. Is this kind of art? Yeah, it's Jay Lee. Of course it is. Great stuff. Harley Quinn number 31, 1 in 25. Who doesn't want a copy of that? Look how beautiful that is. That's an awesome Harley costume. Awesome Harley art. Get yours while we've got them, guys and gals. Detective Comics number 1073, a 1 in 25. These are priced to sell, people, not to hang around the Comics Club. They are priced to sell. And if you're a Discount Club member, you get a discount off of these. If you know the secret word, Mr. Happy will be telling us all about the secret word soon for this week. You get a discount. If you're a subscriber, you get a discount. If you're not a subscriber, think about doing that. If you're here on a regular basis, this is Carnage Reigns Omega, the 1 in 10 design variant. It's an interesting Iron Man design. So if you're not a subscriber, you should consider joining the Discount Club. If you don't do the subscription deal, at least the Discount Club, a way to get you a discount off your games and comics and supplies and everything else you buy at the Comics Club. Silk issue number 2. It's a 1 in 25. What a great cover. You're blowing a bubble, some bubble gum. Pretty cute. Gotta like that. Extreme Venomverse. Say Venom tied in with Spider-Man, of course, eternally. And there's spiders everywhere in the Venomverse. There's Venoms everywhere in the Venomverse. They're just multiverses filled with spiders. Right, Mr. Happy? That's what he thinks. There's too many spiders out there, or maybe not enough. Spiders is our secret word, huh, Mr. Happy? Spiders is the secret word. If you know the secret word, it gets you 15% off any single item in the store. Limit 1 per person per day. If you're a Discount Club member and a subscriber, you get an extra 5% off of your discount. So it gets you 20% off any single item in the store. Limit 1 per person per day while supplies last. Other restrictions may apply. Right, Mr. Happy? Yeah, that's right. So there you go. Spiders. That's the secret word. All right, Mr. Happy. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next time. All right. We've gone through the variants and we've gone through the trade paperbacks and graphic novels. We told you all about Magic the Gathering, the One Ring of Power. We got the wall book of the week now. Let's look at this tremendous stack of comic books. And I'll tell you what, let's dive into the variants. The indies first. Let's look at what the indie companies have to offer us, because they do have a lot to offer this week. They do. They have a large stack, the largest of the three. We bunched all the indies into one big bunch, and usually they overwhelm the 2 other companies, but not always. Marvel has often beat the 2 other companies. These are not individual companies, though, these indies. These are multiple companies. And we'll start off with one of the most popular, and that is Scorched in the Spawn universe from Image Comics. And that is issue number 19. If you are a Spawn fan, you will want to pick that up. Nice Virgin cover for everybody. I'm liking that. Very nice. We also have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Usagi Yojimbo teaming up. Issue number 4 of their team up. Got a couple different covers for you. Is he rabbit? Is he turtle? What's the deal? And speaking of turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 140. Looks like is that an Eastman cover there? Looks like it. Wesley Snipes has jumped into comic books once more, and we see this is issue number 5 of Wesley Snipes Exiled. It's looking pretty buff there. World Tree, issue number 3. World Tree 3. This has gotten a whole lot of buzz. Super hot book. We've been increasing the numbers on it with every issue. And this is another hot book, Vanish. This is from Image Comics, and it's Donny Cates and Stegman. So quite the team up there. Vanish. Get them before they vanish. Elvira, still gracing us with her comic book presence. Gotta love Elvira. Elvira's in Monsterland. This is issue number 2 of Elvira in Monsterland. There we go. There's one. Ooh, that's a good one. There's one. Look at Frankenstein's face. That's hilarious. And, of course, the really wonderful cosplay cover. Well, photo cover. She doesn't cosplay. That's her. She cosplays herself. Happy new comic book day there, Two Gun. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. We are about just now starting our indies. If you're just joining us, be sure to catch the earlier part of the show on the rewind and find out all about what's happening with the One Ring of Power and the Lord of the Rings expansion for Magic the Gathering here at the Comics Club. Ninja Funk, Bolo's Playground. That is a matte cover. And this is a draw your own cover with a border, which is kind of cool. I like it. My lighting just go crazy again because the lighting is horrible in here. Expanse Dragon Tooth, issue number 3 of 12. There they are. Also, Liquid Kill. I believe this was a damage replacement from last week. I think we got ours damaged. Local Man issue number 5. The Seasons Have Teeth, issue number 3. That's some interesting art on the back of that. Oh, and earlier with that Spawn, I forgot to show you. They always give us a little sneak peek of the following, the issue that's coming up. So Scorch number 20, that's one of the covers for that. So you don't miss it, you know. Vampirella versus Superpowers. My goodness. We've got a few covers to show you. That's a Linsner cover you might recognize. There's the one with color in it. That one is just amazing. I love that cover. And the Jay Lee, I showed you the variant earlier of that. And there's that one. Great art. Who is this artist? It's great art. And cosplay. Vampirella Superpowers. Turtles. This one apparently got away from the other ones. This is Turtles and Yosagi issue number 4. This is another cover. Either that or a duplicate got thrown in here. I'm not quite certain. It seemed to be separated from the rest, so just don't want you to miss it. There's that one. Godzilla, Best of Rodan. Big, thick book. For Godzilla fans, it's got to be big if it's Godzilla, right? It's a big book. Big book there. Okay, Saturday morning adventures with Dungeons and Dragons. We get up in the morning and have a Saturday morning adventure with Dungeons and Dragons comic book. And you could have Saturday morning adventures with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Issue number 2, hitting the stands. My Little Pony. I showed you the one-shot variant earlier. These are the standard covers. Bridal Woodstock. So I guess they're all going to a festival there. Red Zone, issue number 4 from AWA. Is it Joseph? Joseph, 1957. I believe this is about the Russian astronaut ape, or something like it. There's some interesting art on the back. Apes in space. I wonder what happens to him when he gets out there in space. Does he gain superpowers? Soko issue number 3. That and a Virgin cover. Why not? Sereno issue number 3. With this nifty art on the back. I like it. Dust. So you look at this cover. Dust is a sci-fi about, see the 2 suns in the sky? Well, one of those is Jupiter that has become exploded into a sun. And of course, that's caused extra heat, and therefore Earth has turned to dust, basically. And the only people who are living well are the people who are living large and had a lot of money. They're living underground. But people on the surface are basically left to roast. So I think we have some civil conflict coming. That's all supposed to be taking place, I believe, in America or on Earth in general. Hellboy and the BPRD, 1957. This is the adventure that took place at that year. Interesting year. It's the year I was born, 1957. I was born at the dawn of the space age, which is interesting. Sputnik was launched that year. 007 for King and Country, issue number 3. So yes, my decades go back all the way to the 1950s. I love this cover. It's 007, and he's having a martini glass filled with the lady with the gun. With a little twist and some skulls. Representing the different types of card. There's hearts and diamonds, and that's pretty interesting art. I'm loving it. Linsner got my vote. Best covers, consistently best covers. Blue Book, issue number 5. Couple different covers. Big hit, this comic book. It's been a big hit. If you haven't been reading it, I don't know why, because it seems like everybody else is. I haven't read it. But we're selling tons of them. I haven't had a chance. That's why I haven't read it. I guess I'll be waiting for the trade paperback because they just flew out of here and I didn't get a chance. Darkwing Duck. Talk about flying out of here. Darkwing Duck's got wings, right? Darkwing Duck flies. Number 6. That cover and that cover and that cover and that cover. And you saw the other 1 in 10 covers earlier. Oh my gosh. Is that enough covers or what? I think that's more than enough covers, guys. Slow down there with the covers, guys. Just an idea. Just a thought. Star Wars High Republic Adventures, issue number 8. And you can find this in the all ages section of the Comics Club. Yes, we have an all ages section. For those of you with children, bring them on in. We've got lots of comic books for them. Bring them in. We'd like to give them their first comic book, too. If they've not had a comic book before, bring your kid in. We'll give them their very first comic book. Creed, The Next Round. It's about Apollo Creed's daughter who takes up the mantle of Creed in the boxing ring. Should be a fun story. Starfinder. Are you Pathfinders into the future? Into the future in the Pathfinder world, there's Starfinder. And there's a new comic book for Starfinder. Draw your own Starfinder stuff right there with the blank cover. And then there's that cover as well. Looks like a fun comic. All of those for sci-fi fans, for Pathfinder fans who want to see your future. What's happening in the future of Pathfinder? Well, it's Starfinder. That's the future of Pathfinder. If I'm wrong about that, tell me, because, there's always something out there that's throwing me a curve these days. No, it's not like that. It was some other way. That's not how it is anymore. They retrofitted it for something else. So. All right. Marvel Comics, Amazing Spider-Man. Everybody's been waiting for Amazing Spider-Man. And what's on the cover of Amazing Spider-Man? It's not Amazing Spider-Man, but She-Hulk, who apparently joins the Avengers. And what has that got to do with Spider-Man? I don't know. Stormbreaker covers often just come out of nowhere, and the cover of the comic book that they're on has nothing to do with the title or anything. But there it is, Stormbreaker for Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 28. And here's one that's got some fabulous art. I'm really liking it. And that is a Black Cat from the Spider-Man world. And of course, here's one that actually has Spider-Man on it with Doc Ock. Things are not going well for Spider-Man, right? How you doing, Johnny Marquez? Thank you so much for joining us today. This is Ghost Rider, issue number 15. Got a couple different covers, several different covers, as a matter of fact. Let me see here. Ghost Rider number 15. Got a trio of covers for you. There's that one. Don't answer the phone, even if it's me calling. Ghost Rider. Predator. We're up to issue number 4 with Predator. I guess they hung up. There we go. And Daredevil Echo, all the way up to issue number 2 so far. And there's these 2 covers. And, of course, Mac doing covers all over the place now. Suddenly becoming very prolific on the covers, which is great because we love them. Is it David Mack, I believe? Is that the artist's name? Deadpool. Oh, now that's a dog you don't want to have to pick up after, right? Oh, boy. Poor Deadpool. He's such a crazy kind of guy. His reality seems to be shattered. What's going on there? You'll have to read to find out. Silk. What are we up to? Silk number 2 of her new series. Silk. That was pretty cool. Ghost Rider. Ghostlight. Silver Surfer Ghostlight has now reached issue number 5. Issue number 5. Hitting the stands just today. And Storm with the Stormbreaker cover. At least got the word Storm in there. Do we see Storm on the cover anywhere? No. A lot of other action going on, though. Pretty cool cover overall. We got Storm here. And of course, it's just the second issue of her new series. Extreme Venomverse. Look at that cover. That is a second printing, people. Second printing. And that Extreme Venomverse I showed you earlier, this is a 1 in 25 of the second printing. We don't often get those. That's a rare thing. But that Venom was so cool, we just decided to go for it. Alien. We're up to issue number 3 of the new Alien series. Your Alien fans, this is your week. Avengers Beyond, issue number 4. Silk always seems to have awesome covers. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the character just lends herself to great covers. It's just a great character. Carnage Reigns Omega. I got 3 covers to show you. There's that one. Like that costume. Iron Man. Yeah. Ooh. I think Miles is having a bad day there. Miles is having a bad day. Captain America, Symbol of Truth, issue number 14. There it is. Lots of great action there. Don't miss your copy. She-Hulk, look. She-Hulk with She-Hulk on the cover. Don't you love it? Don't you love it when the actual characters on the cover, they're actual comic book? Who's that guy? I'm not familiar with that character. Is that Ice-T Man? We've got Star Wars Dr. Aphra, issue number 33. Has several different covers. Classic cover from the movies. What does that say? Featuring Ayla Sakura. Interesting. And that cover. The head inside the head. Another Stormbreaker cover for this is the Heralds of Apocalypse. Who knew there were so many Heralds of Apocalypse? This is, of course, the Stormbreaker cover. As you can see, Herald of Apocalypse issue number 1. We got that cover and this cover. And we also have this cover. Cult of Carnage Misery number 1, second printing. If you missed it, you didn't miss it. Look at that great cover. Second printing. It's an interesting date. The out and date. Thor number 35. 3 different covers. I'm loving this one. Look at that cover, man. Wow, what a great cover. That is just remarkable artwork. Thor has slain himself a beast there, a very large giant. I guess it's an ice giant. There. Darth Vader, black, white, and red. A couple different covers for you. Darth Vader, black, white, red. Warlock Rebirth. A couple different covers. Adam Warlock's return to comic books. And there's Marvel for you, guys and gals. That's all the offerings we have this week. Hitting the Comics Club for Marvel. Now then, last but certainly not least is DC Comics. DC Comics Batman, The Brave and the Bold, issue number 2. We have 3 different covers to show you. Batman seems to have a lot of problem with clowns these days. Lots of clowns giving Batman a hard time. City Boy, issue number 2. And Detective Comics, issue number 1073. The Pride showing on that one. And then there's this one. Fables, issue number 159. Whoa. I'm about to be eaten. Riddler. That's a Matrix-looking kind of image, isn't it? I'm liking it. Harley Quinn, issue number 30. This is 31. It's a connecting cover. Not certain what it connects to, but that's a connecting cover. Bring on the light. There we go. And DC Action Comics. There's several of this one. This is kind of... all of them are at the beach, I guess. This is Action Comics number 1056. And Superman doing a little weightlifting. It's kind of funny. Since he can pick up the whole planet, I guess. This is the Supergirl from the Flash movie. Appearing on the cover of a comic book. Action Comics 1056. This is also apparently the Supergirl from Flashpoint world. Batman Adventures Continue, Season 3. You won't want to miss that. And Green Arrow has a couple different covers. There's this one. There's this one. And there's this one. Someone called yesterday looking for this one. The supplies are very limited on this in our store right now. So if you're watching and you're the one who asked about this yesterday, it's probably not going to last past today. So I'd get in here as quickly as you can. And speaking of Pride, we also have Tim Drake Robin, issue number 10, that Pride cover. That's a great cover. I'm liking it. Also, Tim Drake cover for number 10. And last but not least, Tim Drake Robin, issue number 10. So there you have it, people. That's this week's stuff. Don't forget the One Ring to Rule Them All is still out there. Your chance to get it is in this box right here at the Comics Club. Don't let it slip by you. Our wall book of the week was Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Punk's first appearance. There's spiders everywhere. As Mr. Happy was sure to tell everybody, spiders is the secret word. So there you go, kids. Thank you. Got to get the store open. So remember, read. It brings out the hero in you. We'll see you next time at the Comics Club.